Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bayou Time Sports. I am so lucky to have here with me Coach Tommy Rybacki, the head coach of the Nicholls State Colonels, as they prepare to take on Texas State this upcoming Saturday. Coach, again, great to have you here. What was it like? Last week's off. Like, it's the first time you get to sort of take a breath just a little bit. Do you think it's beneficial? Do you think it was a deal where your kids wanted to get right back on the field? Talk about that week off a little bit.
Yeah, big week for us to sit back and assess where we were at after 3 games in the early season. You know, you roll straight through camp, you hit the early season games, and you really don't get a chance to see, hey, where are we at? Where are some areas that we can improve at? And then also balance a little bit of rest while also giving some young guys opportunities, some guys that may have not been ready right at the end of camp to prove that they could contribute. Give those guys some opportunities last week to try and build the depth on this team as we get ready for the next 3-game push.
Talk about Texas State a little bit, a team that is 2-1 on the year. Got beat fairly handily by Arizona State, who is a great program as we look at some of the highlights from that game. Did beat Eastern Michigan, did beat a good University of Texas San Antonio team. What's your thoughts as you look at tape?
Yeah, very good Texas State team, very explosive offensively. If you look at what they're doing, scoring over 50 against Eastern Michigan and then scoring over 40 against UTSA. And then last week, able to move the ball and make some things happen. I think offensively for them, it's a 3-headed monster. You know, the quarterback is very, very talented, very skilled with his legs, and then also can throw the ball. Running back, number 7, very good player too. And then they got a receiver out wide, number 11, who makes some big plays and did that against UTSA. And then defensively, very aggressive, a lot of different multiple looks, very athletic. So it'll be a challenge altogether for our team to match up with them.
Looks like they run it about 225 yards a game, and they pass it about 225 yards a game. It's a deal where they seem to be balanced. Is that a correct assessment?
Yeah. Funny you say that. We were just putting some percentages together earlier. It's like 53% run, 47% pass. So you're exactly right at it. Very balanced. You know, and it's a good selection of plays, right? Run plays, quarterback run game, perimeter plays. There's balance all throughout, even within the run game and passing game, where they're spreading the ball around and doing some different things.
You know, a lot of times we talk about hidden yardage and we talk about key plays in a game, and I'm just one of those believers. A lot of times it comes on special teams. It's the way you punt the ball. It's what you give up yardage-wise or field position. That being said, I went straight to Texas State and looked at their special teams, and it's not bad. They're 4 for 5 on field goals, and it looks like the punting is pretty good for this team. From a situational standpoint of that part of the game, from the special teams part of the game, how are you feeling about your Colonels, and what have you seen from Texas State?
Yeah, I think they do a great job on special teams. Give you a bunch of different looks on kickoff, very aggressive cover in the field, and sometimes they'll put the ball in play and try and make you field it so that they can get some field position off their kickoff unit. Punt return, the receiver, number 11, is the punt return. I think he has some type of record for most return yards in a college football game. So he's a good player that can make some things happen in that area. And then also just, you know, good all-around unit when you look at all 4 phases for them. So it'll be important for us to play sound in the kicking game this week and get some guys involved and continue to make some improvements in that phase of the game.
Let's talk about the injury bug, the dreaded injury bug. I know Ty Marsh was a little dinged up in that last game. Joe Mason has been dinged up for a few games, actually. Talk about where you stand related to injuries and who may or may not play this week.
Yeah, looking forward to getting some guys back. Hopefully this is the week that we'll do it. It's still early, so some of the decisions haven't been made about some of those guys that have missed some time here in the last few weeks, and hopefully we can get them back. And then, you know, with the bye week, it was nice to get some guys a little bit of rest to be able to get some fresh legs here coming out of that 3-game push.
If I'm watching that game, if either it's a fan from here in the Bayou region who can make the trek to San Marcos, or we're watching it on ESPN Plus, in the first quarter, some things we have to see happen from the Colonels for you to have success for that entire game?
Man, we got to play on our toes in all three phases. We got to be aggressive. We got to handle the line of scrimmage offensively, not allow people in the backfield, be able to sustain some drives. Defensively, same thing. Control the line of scrimmage, be able to play fast, put some people in position to make plays, and also same thing true on special teams. Man, being aggressive, making things happen for the Colonels.
Very good. Coach, I need to give you a kudos. Every time we want to talk to you, you're always available to us. I know you came into town on Friday morning to do local radio here. Both you and JT obviously came in. Thank you guys for doing that and keeping us in touch with everything that's happening with the program, because we're so proud of everything that's going on with the Colonels right now. And certainly we wish you guys the best of luck this upcoming week.
Thank you so much, Stan. I appreciate you.
Here we go. That's it, folks. Nicholls at Texas State. It'll be Saturday. It's a 7 o'clock start time. I say late. It's not late for a lot of people, but usually games get started a little bit earlier than that. 7 p.m. is the start time. And, of course, you could go catch that game on ESPN Plus if you can't make it out to San Marcos. But, man, try and get out there and support the Colonels in San Marcos. Again, Coach, thanks. Best of luck on Saturday night.
Thank you, Stan.
And again, that was Coach Tommy Rybacki of our Nicholls State Colonels. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.